Hi, I'm Al Forster with AVF Consulting LLC. My website is avfconsults.com. In my introduction to common sense investing, I talked about the stockwatch automation methodology and my most recent, most advanced spreadsheet called GetStocks. In my second part of this tutorial, I'm going to go back to the summary page and I'm going to zoom back into about 100% so you can see what some of these other buttons do on the navigation tab. We saw what the process button did. If we click the PDF button, what will happen is each one of these tabs will be printed in a PDF file, so that if you have a mobile device like an iPhone or an iPad or a Google Android phone, you can look at this uh, data, and if you're using some kind of a mobile media server like Orb, you can view the daily stock analyses uh, on those particular devices as well. You don't even need to be sitting in front of your computer. And then you can save the information that's been generated by clicking the Save button. If you also click Auto Process Toggle On, this will you can automate this whole process. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but for right now, just understand that all of this can be run automatically, so you don't have to sit in front of your computer and run this at 6:30 at night. So auto toggle on, auto toggle off. You can toggle between which startup screen you like. You can have the summary screen, or if you click this, you can have the sales screen, or the sectors, 1-day sector screen, or the 7-day calcs tab can be displayed at startup. I'm going to move back to the summary tab. And also, depending on whether you're on a Macintosh, a Windows machine, or a Linux machine, this toggle is optimized so that the program is optimized to run on any one of these three operating systems. The show 3-day or hide 3-day is allows you to jump to the right edge of this screen. Here we're looking at the buy-sell data at the bottom. I'm going to zoom back a little bit so you can see what we're looking at. So if we click the show button, we jump to the right edge of the spreadsheet. If we click the hide button, we jump back to the left edge of the spreadsheet. If you click the hide header information, it compresses the header, hiding several rows so that you can see more uh, of the days at a glance. And if we click the show here, you can see more of the 3-day buy-sell information. If you click the show header, then all of the rows in the header are shown, and of course less rows of the historical data is shown. If you click the, and I'm going to again zoom in just a little bit so you can see this. If you click the I test cell, it will go out and check to see that internet access is okay for you to click the process button. We can also hide columns. Right now we're showing all the columns here, but if we click hide columns, just the sector headers are shown, and the 3 out of 4 of the columns are hidden, so you can see more sectors at a glance. Or you can click the show columns, in which all 4 stocks associated with each sector, the columns that contain that information will be shown. You can also click, and again I will zoom back away so you can see what's happening here. You can click a find date, so this will find the current date. Today is December 12th, or you can find date and move up 36 rows so that you can uh, see the last 6 days of data here. You can protect or unprotect. If right now the cells are protected, if I try to change anything, I get a dialog box that says protected cells cannot be modified. But if I click the unprotect, then I'll be able to make a change in this particular field without getting that dialog box. So I'm going to again protect the cells. Now, if you want to buy this particular program and you're using just the free version, you can click the AVF Consults, and this will take you to your web browser to the page where you can buy using PayPal. Or if you want to go out to the web and look at a one-day view of all the stocks that are included in the GetStocks example, then this will show you how each one of those stocks have done today. So that's clicking this web button. So, and as I mentioned, there's I'm going to zoom back in once again. There's the auto process toggle on, which will run process, PDF, and save uh, in, uh, in sequence. And AP off, it won't run those. You have to run them manually. Startup screen toggles between the sales tab where purchase information and sales detail information when you bought a particular stock and when you sold it is what's shown on the sales tab. On the sector tab is where basically a one-day view of what sectors have been calculated as buys and which ones have been calculated as sells. And then the Calcs tab, this is where all the calculations, there's some 4,000 calculations that are done and some 800 pieces of information that are transferred over the internet and then used to calculate the buy-sell information. This Calcs page is a summary of the last 6 days of calculations that have been done. So that's basically how this program works. If you want to automate the program in total, you would turn process toggle on. For a Macintosh, you'd use the application iCalendar, and right here we're looking at how that iCalendar would be set up. To open GetStocks 1, an alarm is set to run a script, and the script is a Apple script that actually basically launches this application at a particular time. In this case, GetStocks 1 is open at 6:28, and then GetStocks 1 is closed at 6:29. So between 6:28 and 6:29, all of the processing is done automatically. The PDF files are generated, and I can view that data on my iPod Touch or iPhone without sitting in front of the computer. On a Windows-based machine, the way this would be done is with a you would go to the startup button. You would choose administrative tools. That would take you to the administrative tools directory, in which there's the task scheduler, and then you double click on the task scheduler and it would bring this up, and you could create a basic task that starts GetStocks 1 or any other application that you want, and then a second basic task that would run this application right here called Close Open Office for Windows, and it would close the application again at 6:29. So you'd open GetStocks 1 at 6:28, and then you'd run the close open office for Windows. You'd run that application, which would close your application at 6:29. So all of that processing can be done without you sitting in front of your computer. So that's how this particular application is used. And if you have any questions, the support and sustain fee is here, so you can email me any questions you might have. So again, I feel that this application and the GetStocks methodology has made me a more confident, less fearful investor, and I believe it can do the same for you. Have a great day and hope to hear from you soon.